Good morning, good afternoon, or good whatever time you've decided to hide from reality and join me in the den. I'm Stan, your guide through history, humor, and the occasional how did humans ever survive the past moment. Grab your drink, get comfy. Let's kick this week off right. All right, hit the music. Today is December 1st, 2025, and in this day in history, in 1955, Rosa Parks says no. Yeah, that's right. Today marks one of the most powerful moments in American history. Rosa Parks refusing to give up her seat. Not yelling, not punching, not throwing her purse like a historical WWE match, just quietly and firmly saying no. On December 1st, 1955, during a typical evening rush hour in Montgomery, Alabama, a 42-year-old woman took a seat on the bus on her way home from the Montgomery Fair department store where she worked as a seamstress. Before she reached her destination, she quietly set off a social revolution when the bus driver instructed her to move back, and she refused. Rosa Parks, an African American, was arrested that day for violating a city law requiring racial segregation of public buses. And honestly, that's a reminder that sometimes the most heroic thing you can do is the thing that terrifies you but needs to be done. Serious moment. Respect where it's due. In 1913, Ford invents the moving assembly line. Before this, building a car took 12 hours. After this, 93 minutes. Some workers complained the cars were moving too fast to properly inspect. Ford basically said, but think how productive you'll feel. I mean, hey, I know when I feel productive, I'm feeling good, you know, but I'm pretty sure that was no, no comfort to the inspectors. Because imagine being the first guy to miss a bolt and watching your mistake zoom away at 6 feet per minute. And in 1990, the Channel Tunnel breakthrough. British and French crews met under the ocean, shook hands, and everyone breathed a sigh of relief that they weren't 6 miles off target. Reporters said the moment was symbolic of unity. Meanwhile, the workers were probably thinking, please tell me we didn't dig diagonally. Yeah, that would have been that would have been bad. Okay, we got some funny stories from December. The century-old fruitcake. This thing passed down generations like some sort of cursed Christmas relic. They treated it like food and more like a family heirloom. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Yes, I do script myself. I know I say this many times. They treated it less like food and more like a family heirloom. Scientists later examined. Oh boy, I'm just having a bad day today, aren't I? Scientists later examined similar fruitcakes and determined that they could survive being launched into orbit or be used as medieval armor plating. The only thing tougher than Grandma's fruitcake is Grandma insisting you eat it. Ugh. Yeah, no, I think I'll pass. I think most of you would pass. I think I took a bite of it back in like 1981, and from then on, I was ruined. It just no. The 1824 West Point eggnog riot. Yes, that's right, eggnog riot. You heard me correctly. Cadets smuggled whiskey into the military academy to make holiday eggnog. That makes sense. I guess military academies were kind of like college dorms. Let's break that down. Egg, cream, sugar, nutmeg, and enough alcohol to fuel a rocket booster. The result? Windows got smashed, fights broke out, a lieutenant got hit with a chair, 20 people were court martialed. And this is why you don't give future military officers unlimited holiday spirit. The 1958 exploding Christmas tree. That should be good. The department store decided aluminum trees plus electrical wiring equals festive cheer. Actually, it equaled a fireball. No one was hurt, but every single person in that store became a witness to what looked like Santa's final stand. You know how in recent movies, I guess over the last five, probably plus years, they've been turning Santa into like an action hero. You know, I couldn't tell you the first one that I saw, but um, Tim the Tool Man. I guess he kind of did a little bit of action there. But there's been multiple. There was one I watched with a guy that played in the Marvel movies as the Red Guardian. He was also in the Stranger Things series, um, where he was Santa Claus, and man, he was in a bad mood. By the end of that movie, he was whipping out automatic rifles and taking out these special operatives that had broken into a house, and yeah, it was something else. Let's just say the color red was not just a color that night. All right, so before we continue, a quick message from, well, me. The Lore Trail app Kickstarter is officially live. If you've ever stood somewhere and wondered, okay, but what the hell happened here? Lore Trail shows you. Open the app, see stories locked to your exact GPS location, battles, mysteries, tragedies, weird local legends, and the stuff your history teacher absolutely did not tell you. Backing the Kickstarter gets you early access, perks, and helps turn this passion project into a full-blown, beautifully functioning app. Check out Lore Trail on Kickstarter, and I will try to put a link in the show note. So, we're going to close it off with the Great Snowball Fight of 1890. Picture it. Fresh snow, falling gracefully to the ground. Peaceful town, kind of Norman Rockwell. Somebody decides to start a snowball fight. I mean, why wouldn't you? Within an hour, 200 people battling in the streets. Shops closed, people dove behind wagons, children formed tiny snow militias. The mayor got hit twice, and once by his own wife. The newspaper described it as an outbreak of spirited winter warfare with no casualties except dignity. Well, that's Monday. You made it. I made it. History tried to kill everyone, as usual. See you tomorrow for more ridiculousness. Hey, I can say that word. Right here on Draven's Den.